everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. This is Madden 18 on EA Sports. In today's matchup, two teams coming in feeling good about how their last game went and want to continue with another win here today. It's the 49ers going up against the Lions.
All right, Larry, EA Sports coverage of the NFL sends us to the state of Michigan as we are inside Ford Field in downtown Detroit. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the San Francisco 49ers and the Detroit Lions. This is taken about 7 yards deep. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. Stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down. Second and just one. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. It's a loss of 2, now third down.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable. You know me pretty well on second down and short. What I like to say?
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt. I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
No, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well. They'll run it now out of the gun. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. So nothing there, but maybe you blame that on the blocking.
Yeah, at some point you've got to win at the point of attack. And on that play, that was all the defense. They made it happen.
Offense looking to avoid a third and long. It's second and 10. Now they try the right side here. And he might have got this across midfield, not by much. They'll mark it down at the 49. Give him 2 on that run, and they're still left looking at a third and about 9 to go. And the defense searches for one more stop here after the run on second down. They'll drop to throw. Going down the middle, and it's complete. They convert on third with a gain of 22. And on this first drive, looks like they want to get that vertical passing game going early.
And they did, and what a warning shot they just fired. If you're not going to back up and play coverage deep, we're going to attack you all game long. And once you adjust to that and you start to back off, then that opens things up underneath. A really nice start for them. Great way to get the game going.
Now a handoff as they run left side. And he is hit pretty hard from the side as he's knocked down. Now we've got whistles and a timeout here. Yeah, looks like we've got a 49er that's down on the field. Not something you want to see in Week 16 or any week, really. We'll be right back. 1 yard officially on the pickup, and it'll leave them with a third and 11.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action and hit them over the top.
Back to throw here. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off down near the 5. And the return will stop them well inside their own 20 at the 15-yard line. He's coming off a 3-interception performance last week, so certainly not how he wanted to start here.
Not at all, but this is where a quarterback gets tested. This is when we find out what he has underneath that jersey, because he had a bad game last week. Can he shake off a bad start to this one and start to perform at the level he expects?
Get it up to the 25. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down. And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground.
Here we go now.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. A little bit of ground to make up for the offense as they face a 2nd and 11.
Here we go now. No. Check, Patriot. Over.
Gonna give this time to the tailback. And a nice run past the 30-yard line there. 7 yards on the carry. Make it 3rd and 4 coming up.
But you got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball, because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
3rd down now following the run. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. And he'll give it here to his running back. Finding some room at midfield. And now nothing but green ahead of him. Touchdown, Detroit. A big play there with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Lions are going to take a first-quarter lead. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The 49ers offense now, they get set to head back on the field. As the season winds down and you look at them in totality, you know, the offense has struggled. The defense has been pretty good, so I would imagine the changes this offseason may be more on the offensive side of the ball.
And this is where we always hear the term complementary football, because, as you noted, the defense has played well enough for them to win games, and the offense has held them back. So they've got to reward that defense by improving on offense. I don't know if you make a change, a quarterback, running back, tight end, it doesn't matter. Get better players, better system, so they can play to the standards of the defense, and the win column will result.
It's already 2nd and 12. The defense hoping to push them back more. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. Well, for last week's performance, which was so good, he was named NFC Defensive Player of the Week. He got a lot of praise, and understandably so, from national media. Looking pretty good on that play, too.
And I love what he told us this week before the game. He talked about
under pressure again, and down he goes again. They got to figure this out. They got to figure him out. 4 sacks last week. Now one in the first quarter. What do?
The great pass rushers usually have a go-to move, but the best pass rushers, they have counters to their go-to move. So they'll show you that. Then when you adjust, they counter it and still get to the quarterback. And you don't pile up that many sacks. What do you have, 4 in the game last week? Without having some go-to moves with counters.
Taking it about the 36. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And the Lions will take over. And Detroit getting set to go now. Now they'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in this 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they caught a flyer out of the gate, as they would say when you're running the big-time races. Means they get out to a fast start. They're setting the pace, making the other team chase now.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. DeForest Buckner in there to get him, and that's sack number 8 for him on the year.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue, land it. No, check. Patriot.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 30. Here with Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin, as the Lions are in possession of the football here to begin quarter number 2. They do, however, have a tough 3rd and long coming up. Now back to throw. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. And good hustle here as this is going to be blown dead right at the 9-yard line. And tough starting field position here. They'll run it now out of the gun. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle. That's what we saw right there. And he fires. here's one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 17. And they'll have a short field to work with inside the 15 at the 13-yard line. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And this play goes nowhere, losing yardage back to the 15. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
Well, you had to punt on your first drive, and on the first play of the second drive, you end up going backwards. I would dare say they need something good to happen right here, right now.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up third.
Quarterbacking 101. Never force the ball into double coverage, especially not this close to the goal line. The windows are so tight, you just don't want to force it in there because it could be tipped up and picked off.
All right, here we go.
Looking to throw. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit.
That score was not a game clincher by any stretch of the imagination, but the other team now has to be careful to not let this game begin to slip away.
And it's good to make it 14-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That's fielded in the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The 49er offense now making their way out onto the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill out the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on second down.
And his throw here's incomplete.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
The Niners on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6.
Here we go. Here we go now. Detroit! 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 Detroit!
Here's Beathard to throw. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. This will be fielded at the 17. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. And Detroit getting set to go now. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a 1st down. And he'll give it here to his running back. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49.
And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
The Lions on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1.
Here we go now.
And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And trying to push forward, but he is going to be stuffed up in the backfield. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down. Here comes the Lions punter now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Wiggles free. A 40-yard punt, 1 yard on the return, and the 49ers will take over deep in their own territory. The 49ers offense making its way back out there, and still no points on the scoreboard. You're coming off of the 3 and out. They're just looking for anything to grab onto right now, aren't they?
I'm wondering if someone's going to take charge in the huddle. You know, we always look to the quarterback, but sometimes it's another player on the team, a star, a veteran, someone with some excitement and energy. It's like, all right, guys, let's shake things up and let's go, because they still have an opportunity to make things happen.
Shake it off.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence, haven't allowed a point yet, flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
To throw is Beathard. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
The one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after them. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard.
Let's go. 3-19.
Now Beathard. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. Well, they've had a pretty frustrating first half here offensively, and then just continued there with that incompletion.
And definitely frustrating for them, but heartening for the other guys. Those stop troops, they're enjoying things right now because they've made it very difficult for them throughout the half.
And now a whistle and a timeout called by the kicking team. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. Here's Matt Darr now as he's on to punt for San Francisco. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Fielded at the 33. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The game clock sitting at 2:02, so they'll get 1 play before the 2-minute warning.
All right, here we go. 3-19.
The give to the fullback on the dive. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. 1:59 to go in the first half. We'll come back to Ford Field after this. Offense still needing 10 yards. 2nd down.
Hey, tight end's right. Watch tight end. Here we go now. Blue line. Here we go now. 3-19. 3-19. Watch him now, Barney.
On the give, this is their fullback. Oh, he bowls over it. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. And the 49ers going to take another timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. The Lions on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4.
Set.
They'll set up a throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that one incomplete. Had some position but couldn't hold on, and it brings up 4th down.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. Not something you want to see in Week 16 or any week, really. We'll be right back. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll lose yardage here. Back to the 15. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Here's Beathard to throw.
We just saw another example of how the defense is winning this game. Really at the point of attack, the offensive line is just getting pushed around. I think now as a play caller, you got to give them a little bit of help. Maybe keep your tight ends a little bit more. Maybe the running backs help you a little bit with the pass blocking. But you've got to help them get some confidence because you can't abandon the play calling right now.
And they'll get him down here at the 23. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up. Keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first. Here's Matt Darr now. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. Fielded at the 20. Oh, he sheds himself free. It's a nifty return of 29 yards. And that will come the offense as they take over. And Detroit getting set to go now. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Offense readies for a 2nd and 1.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
2nd and 1 and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
Let's go. Blue landed.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Being chased out left. And incomplete. Crisis averted. Almost picked. Instead, 2nd down. Pretty lucky to get the football back. Had his target out there waving the arms, saying I'm open, but maybe didn't see him quick enough.
And I know the jokes are always about defensive backs' hands. What really actually happens, you don't get many opportunities. You get over anxious and you start to think about taking it away and going the other way instead of focusing and catching the ball.
He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. So they get the 3, increase their lead to close out the half.
Excellent way to end a drive. Go into the locker room with a little bit of extra momentum after adding 3 to their total.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Short kick. One of the up middle take it now. And he'll be knocked down sideways, right near the 39. So we've reached halftime here in Detroit with the Lions out on top. As we send you down to our EA Sports Studios in Orlando, where we find our man Larry Ridley with our halftime report. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he is knocked down from the side near the 25. The Lions offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly, because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, you feel like you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Yeah, still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
All right, here we go.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. Trying to defend the out route there, got the PI call.
And you know what's difficult about that one is sometimes you want to make the undercut move and go for the football, and other times just want to hang on the upfield shoulder and make the tackle. I think he got caught in between and created a foul.
Watch tight, watch tight. Tight to your right, tight to your right. All right, here we go. Boom, landed.
Back to throw now on first down. Griffin's got it, middle of the field. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go, because he might wander into some tough coverage.
So the offense looking at a 2nd and 8.
Hurry up, here we go. Green, 30.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Looking right sideline, that's complete. 15 yards through the air and a first down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive.
And this is caught. A big play there for Detroit. 45 yards. This offense can certainly move quickly when they want to. 3 plays, 3 pass completions. In the blink of an eye, they've got it 1st and goal.
Almost felt like a lightning bolt hit in this game, didn't it? For them to get downfield that quickly. And now 1st and goal, expect them to tackle right here on this play.
All right, now look at 56.
They'll look to throw again. And he's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. Well, that's about as quick of a passing touchdown as you'll ever see right there.
Everyone has a section in their playbook called the quick game. That was a super quick game. Out of the hands of the thrower, bam, right to the receiver, successfully for a touchdown.
How in-depth is that quick game part of the playbook?
It's pretty in-depth because people want the ball in the hands of the quarterback into the playmaker's hands downfield as fast as possible. There are a lot of plays, a lot of options involved with that.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Here's a look at the 49ers offense as they make their way out for their first possession of the second half. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? Well, a lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Beathard. His throw incomplete.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. They'll throw here. Beathard. And that is incomplete.
An attempt at a deep ball there. They didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage. The Niners on third down. They've had their troubles. Just 1 for 6. This is 3rd and 10. Back to throw Beathard. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. Well, that's 2 sacks in this game, so add that to the 4 from last week. I think that's 6.
Good math. Excellent math. And look, he's going to get all the attention he deserves it. He got home and got the quarterback on the ground. But that's a concentrated team effort because you have a lot of guys who occupy blockers to allow him access to rush the passer.
And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And taken right on the 30. And Detroit getting set to go now. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. That good for 22 and a first down.
I know that play went to the left side, and that's what it was designed to do, an outside handoff there. But how about the whole offensive line being involved? Seal the left side where the play was going, what they call play side. But how about on the backside? Just taking care of business to make sure no one can get there and disrupt it.
Is the biggest key the left tackle?
Without a doubt. Control that edge. Get out there. You want that left tackle. If you bring your tight end over there, either way, control the edge of the line of scrimmage. You got a chance to rumble.
They go play action here on first down. And he's going to lose a yard or two. Taken down behind the line. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result?
Sack.
Quarterback gets hit.
Second down now after the sack. He'll look to throw. And that one is incomplete. He just dropped it. But they're up big on the scoreboard, so maybe he can chuckle about later.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
The Lions on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10.
All right, here we go.
They'll look to throw here. And he connects with Ebron. And he's going to be taken down, but not before reaching the 15-yard line. It's a gain of 20 and picking up the first. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And they can't get the long connection as it falls incomplete.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And he almost intercepted it. They haven't picked a ball off yet. That probably should have been their first. And it's 3rd down now. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
Here we go now.
He'll drop to throw. And that's incomplete.
Well, that was certainly an aggressive call and an aggressive play. Instead of just going for the first down, took the shot in the end zone, went for the touchdown.
Yeah, and on 3rd down, they said, forget about the sticks. We want 6. And his kick here is good. And the lead increases even further. It's 27-0 now. So they were able to move the ball into the red zone, but they'll wind up coming away with just 3.
Yeah, 32-yarder. That's equal to an extra point nowadays, and those are no problem for an NFL kicker.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And San Francisco gets set to go here. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
To throw is Beathard. And he's taken to the ground, but he was pulled down by the face mask. Here come the flags. And I believe this is going to be a first down. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Forced out to his left. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
What's the old adage? Be quick, but don't hurry? Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of, otherwise he was going to get sacked.
Now let's go. 3-19. 3-19. What's the run? All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Back 99 Philly. Here we go.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Maybe a little frustration starting to creep in. The offensive line hasn't done a great job of protecting him in this game, and there he was, hit again as he threw it.
Yeah, another time on his backside, probably starting to get a little frustrated.
Got to keep his composure. Can't let the defense know that they're getting to him.
The Niners on third down. It's been a problem, just 1 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
All right, here we go. Blue Niners.
They'll drop to throw. Open man is Henderson. That's complete. And he's taken down, but not before getting this across midfield and just shy of the 40. That goes for a gain of 31.
Here we go.
Now a play fake here on first down. And his throw's going to be incomplete. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. No chance at all. Way easier said than done.
Ten yards still left on second down. They're going to look to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick. And he will take this across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. Thought they had something going there to break that goose egg here in the second half, but to no avail.
Hope was alive until that interception. What a terrific play, taking the ball away after it looked like they were starting a drive.
And now that shutout still standing. You know that's something those defensive guys hold a lot of pride on, too.
No doubt about it. They're excited about where they are in this game.
And now here's a carry heading left. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and it'll be second and very short.
In my book, that's running the ball well, but with intelligence. How about him keeping the clock moving, staying in bounds?
Yeah, even though it's the third quarter, you're thinking ahead, aren't you? This is where your running game can really help you with a lead in the second half.
I agree totally. It's not just end-of-the-half situations that you worry about the clock. It's throughout the game. And with a lead, stay in bounds. Make them fight harder to try and catch you.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. The Lions on third down, 3 for 7 so far in this game. They're up against a 3rd-and-1 situation.
Now let's go.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. Back now at Ford Field. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. Now they'll run it on the toss. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. That's going to go as a loss of 6, and it'll set them back for second down. Time running out here on the play clock. Now they'll run it on the toss. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. Time to the tailback. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
But once again, a good example of situational football. That was 3rd and very long, so you know they were guarding against the pass. And when they decided to run the ball, that was okay. Whatever yardage they picked up, as long as they didn't get to the first down marker, the defense was willing to concede, and they stopped them well short of a first down.
So it's 3 more points, and that widens things out even further here in the 4th.
Hey, in this league, you can never have too much. So if you're in range, grab the 3 whenever you can.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The 49ers offense now, they work their way back onto the field. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Parks. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off at the 45. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December.
Season of giving.
Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he throws.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
So 2nd and 9, the defense looking to put them in a bad spot here. And he'll give it here to his running back. Avoids him at the 40. And he's brought down. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
And to give this time to the tailback. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Watch tight. Tight end's right. Watch tight. Tight end's right. Here we go now. Back there, not Philly. Here we go. 3 down.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12.
Hurry up. Here we go. 3.
Back to throw. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a first down. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. They've gone to their fullback quite a bit. He'll get it again. Now the ball comes loose, but fortunately he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble. So after nearly turning it over, new life here for the offense on 2nd down. Time for a break. We'll come back and wrap up garbage time after this. Offense with a fumble, but they recover it, and it brings up 2nd down.
Watch that end. Tight end's right. Tight end's right. Hurry up. Here we go.
And again, they'll go right back to their fullback. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5.
And that was a good collision right there. And I know this as a former defender. If you're playing linebacker, you're going through a checklist on every play on who you think's going to get the ball and where you think the ball's going to go. Rarely do you expect the fullback position to get it. And on that play, he did. So you've got to steel yourself at that point because the contact is going to be strong.
And he is going to feel that one. Knocked down hard at the 16.
But forget knowing where the first down line was. This defense created their own line of scrimmage. They won every battle up front. And a lot of times that is one-on-one. If you win your one-on-ones enough times, your defense is going to be pretty good. They had more people to the football and snuffed out the play.
So the drive stalls out, but they are able to put 3 points on the board.
Yeah, just a yard or two shorter than an extra point. So no problems converting there.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The 49ers getting set to trot out there. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling again.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
Now a handoff looking right. And he stopped immediately there. No gain that time, and it leaves him with 3rd and 11 coming up. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set.
All right, here we go.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by T's Table. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
Here we go. 3-19. 3-19.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 12 yards there as they move the chains. I think this defense tired of seeing him run the football, and this D-line probably getting sick of the O-line as well.
And as I'm watching this, I'm thinking about a conversation I had with Adam Gase, the head coach of the Miami Dolphins, in the offseason. He told me that he asked his running backs each week for their favorite runs. Give me your 3 top runs. And right now, you're seeing a guy that's probably using his top runs to great advantage in this game.
He is in a zone. The storyline of this one, Charles, no doubt the number 0. Zilch, nada. A shutout so hard to do in the NFL.
It really is, and what an accomplishment, because you feel that not just on the defensive side, but as a full team. There's a lot of pride that goes into shutting out an opponent. And how about that 0 on the scoreboard for them, going along with those zeros in the time column, too.
So for the Lions, it's a good 5th win for them as they play out the string. And they'll get a few extra days to get ready for next week, where they take on the Tennessee Titans. Meanwhile, for the 49ers, they're guaranteed now a sub-500 season as they fall to 6-9. And they will get a home date next week as they will take on the Buffalo Bills. That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. It's a win for the Lions as we say so long from Ford Field.